America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
What up, party people? It's your boy Rodney Perry, and we are indeed live today in full effect. Thank you for continuing to watch the show, continue to support the show. Do I have another co-host, Candy? Who is it? I'll wait. I'll let it surprise me. I see my homegirl in here in the queue waiting. Real quick, great weekend, Baltimore Comedy Factory. Crazy all weekend, great shows. I took a fallout date and walked in there and really did some great numbers and really slung these jokes, man. Dedicated the weekend to my buddy David A. Arnold. Mad love, mad respect to the Arnold family. Haven't spoke to Julie yet, but I look forward to talking to her as she prepares to send him home. Man, you know, it's crazy to watch people, you know what happens nowadays when people pass, we live it out on social media, right? Many years ago, you would have to go and pay your respects. But people are doing it nowadays on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. My question for you today is that acceptable? Is paying your respects on social media acceptable for you? I don't know. I had a chance to be publicly sick, and people send me a lot of well wishes that way, and it was almost like I was dead. But losing a friend and watching non-friends hit them up, on some level, you don't want to get lost in the shuffle. Hey, everybody, my name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. That is the question of the day. I'm sure we'll come with more as we move on. Joining me, Miss Queen Aisha is in the building. Queen, how are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great.
You got your glasses on today.
I do. It's fall. It's a little chilly and crispy in my house. My sister is visiting, and she flashes more than me. So we had a battle last night.
Stop right. How dare you throw your sister under the bus?
Yes, she's younger and she flashes more than me. And I was rushing. You know, the worst thing is being cold. Because if you don't have a remote control heater like I do, but I ain't plugging in yet, to get that right, to get your body warm, like my inner thighs, my armpits, all of that stuff touch, but it's still, Rodney, don't do it. It's still not enough to get me going. So I said, let me get in the hot water. My hot water is really hot. So I bathed this morning for you. Praise God.
Well, look at that. You look cleaner than normal.
Yeah. And I got on my fall color lipstick. But in case y'all know, I can't take my glasses off. Just don't ask me to read nothing.
I won't. My other co-host that joined us as well. She is amazing, and she flows with the best of them. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Flo. So amazing. How are you, sis?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Flo came in with a full face.
Yes.
Aisha got her glasses on. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'll go pop some contacts in.
No. If your contacts as thick as them glasses, we okay.
He ain't right. I wear contacts too. Contacts.
Hey, I got LASIK while you playing.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He grown.
So, Flo, can you turn your phone sideways?
Okay. Let's see. Hold on.
Put up the screen a little bit. Yes, like that.
Okay. Let me hold on.
Flo look like she'd have had a bath too.
Yes,
I
honey.
sure
Take
did.
one to the screen so she
You
get it
getting a
together.
tour of the whole ceiling.
She gonna get it together. Well, what do you think about that though, Queen? Like, you know, nowadays when people pass, the social media becomes a place where we pay our respects. What's your thoughts?
That's a very good point, Rodney, because I feel that now death and a birthday is different, right? I feel as though if you know the person personally and their family, we owe it to pick up the phone and check on them. If they're not available, that's one thing. But I don't even like to get text messages about death. But that's the time that we're in. I remember the first time I received a text message from somebody close to me, and they said, "Did such and such die?" I was thrown off because it's like we didn't grow up in that era. The kids behind us, the generations behind us, that's their norm. That's not our norm. We come from, you pick up the phone, you go to the house, you pay respects, you take food, you know, that type of thing. My niece turned 27 yesterday, and I did not let the day go out without calling her.
You bring up a great point, and we can bring Flo back in. You bring up a great point, Queen. How do you want to get the information? You know, a friend passes away, Flo. How would you prefer to get the information?
I prefer they call me. Yeah, I prefer they call me.
I think it's a generation thing. You know, I just think
there's definitely a new idea of it going out on social, and then everybody get quiet for a couple hours to find out if it's true.
Right.
And then you pay your respects. So by the time you see people pay their respects, you kind of know it's that person is out of here.
Right.
Yeah. It's a different time.
Wow.
They share a lot on social media first, right?
I know, man. Look, like I'm like this. You know, losing a friend is one thing, right? But at some point, I don't want to be like the regular people.
Right.
Am I tripping, ladies? Am I tripping off that? Like, I don't want to give my condolences with all the regular people. So now I got to do something else.
It make you kind of feel away because you have that personal connection. I actually had that experience at a close friend of mine's funeral. And I just like, okay, so I wasn't included in anything. And I can still think about it like, because the people at that time that was close to her when she was sick, because I'm living here, she is in another state and everything. And I was kind of like, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a person, we're a big part of one another's lives. And I think that if the person doesn't share the information, who they want included in their programs, participating and sharing, that can become an issue too. Because everybody cool till somebody passes, right?
Hey,
everybody
I hear
real
you.
Cool.
I hear you, Queen. I know I ain't got no list, no mother, no no list talking about I want Rodney Perry to speak. Ain't nobody think about that. You don't know you're gonna die.
Right.
You really don't.
Well, you do know you're gonna die, you just don't know when, because you're gonna pay taxes and you're gonna die.
That's fact.
Wow, well said,
You don't know your date,
said.
but you leaving here.
How about this, guys? And I'm gonna leave this subject. My buddy David Arnold passed away last week. Why was I on pins and needles all week thinking, nigga, I'm next?
It make you think that though, Rodney. It's like,
I'm so glad the Queen of England went and got up out of here.
And I said, he gonna be an ancestor before her. You know, it's 100 days before when they become an ancestor. So I said,
where that come from?
You
ever heard that? I ain't never heard that, Queen.
That was too deep for you. Yeah. Okay.
Educate me. How that work?
So when a person passes, before they become an ancestor, it's 100 days. So you have different spiritual practices. Like in Islam, the wife will sit 40 days just by herself, and she'll be in black and stay in prayer. And it's really about us praying for their easy transition to the other side. You know, so then after 100 days, they become an ancestor.
I've never, ever heard of that.
I never heard of that. Yeah.
Google it.
Somebody says, rest in peace to Jesse Powell. We talking about the singer?
Yes.
Jesse Powell died?
I saw him playing the piano. I thought it was new music. I didn't even read anything. And then it came up, WBLS posted that he passed away, and his sisters confirmed it. And he was a young guy, right?
Jesse Powell Well, now that I think about it, he probably a good 45.
That's young.
That's young. Yeah.
That's young.
Why all old numbers is young when your ass dead?
I'm not doing this.
No, hear me out. Your ass is like, oh, he died at 56. You're like, oh, he was so young. No, your ass. You ain't 70, but you still was up there. Hold on.
Right.
Yeah.
40's young. No, 45. I don't know.
51.
Wow, I didn't even know 51. That.
I'm 52.
Yeah.
I'm 51 3/4 and some or more. Rodney, isn't your birthday tomorrow?
My birthday is tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday.
Blessings.
Happy birthday.
What is, ladies, for you, Flo So Amazing, Queen Aisha, what is the ideal birthday present?
Money.
Really?
That's a shame, right? Is that lame?
Stop right there, Flo So Amazing.
Okay.
Flo, you married, you got children. You expect more than money.
No, reason why I say money because I mean whatever you give me. Now listen, I'm not picky. Like whatever someone get, I'm not gonna just say like tell people money, but I like money because the freedom of I get to choose. I get to go pick it out or gift cards. But if you get me something, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
But don't give me nothing I ain't asked for.
That
you
part.
know I don't need.
That part.
Like bread. I like bread, but you don't need to bring me none.
Hold on. Hold on, Queen Aisha. What's an example of something you didn't ask for?
Candles from the Dollar Tree. I mean, come on, them non-scented ass candles that please give me some incense. I mean,
exactly. So true.
Do you have a list?
A list of things that not to give me?
You want?
I'm real simple. Like me hanging out with my family and friends is dope to me. My sister surprised me last year. I had a 50th redo in Houston, and she just started asking me questions. And basically, what she did was she got friends and family together that I'm close with, and we had a kind of mini retreat because I like stuff like that. I like to be able to be still, chill.
Oh, hold on, Queen.
Oh my God!
You said that I'm close with. So yeah.
No, I got a lot. No, y'all know we got a lot of people in our life, but you got your people. It's a reason and a season. You got some people that you don't want to travel with. I love you, but they be doing too much. Right. If you want to go on some chill time and you don't need the needy ones, no offense, you right? Or the ones that's gonna get drunk and fall out. I love you. Drink, fall out at your house, but not for my birthday celebration.
Wow.
So yeah, my sister's together, but I'm real simple. I like to be with my family.
Create a list on Amazon. Create a list on Amazon.
That's a good idea. You get the choice.
All right, let me look at Amazon right now. I'm gonna.
You can make a list, Rodney.
How come I can't?
You can. Yes, you can.
You can make a list.
Yeah, you can.
I don't know how.
Yeah, tell me how once you figure it out. I didn't know you can make a list.
Yeah, I think you go into the order.
My daughter did it one year, and it was cool because they just went in, hit the button, and got up out of there. Man. Yo, my name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. My co-host today, Flo So Amazing, Queen Aisha. Let's get into some of these hot topics. Let's go. Okay. Looks like NeYo says a strange wife has cost him hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now you know him and his lady kind of separated. Award-winning singer and songwriter NeYo is seeking legal recourse because his estranged wife has divulged damaging information about their marriage that cost him many bags. Her name is Crystal Renee, who has been married to NeYo for the past 8 years, and the mother of 3 of his children, filed for divorce in September. She says she can no longer tolerate NeYo's alleged serial cheating and the fact that he has a secret love child with one of 3 mistresses whom he sees on the regular. According to WBLS, you brought that earlier, Queen, the singer has grown tired of Renee's allegedly sympathy-seeking media performances denouncing her behavior, reckless and strong. At the end of the day, ladies, we rich, right?
Mhm.
I'm your man. You want divorce? We rich. Ain't it our job to preserve the money?
It's for the children. It's for the next generation. I hear
Are
you with the
you
money,
so
but I'm
angry?
still.
Are you so angry that you make him pay? I guess that's the question.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm going to the fact that I don't know what she's divulging, but I just think that some of this stuff that people run, and I can understand hurt and all that stuff, been there, done that. But I think that we have to be very cognizant of the children, the bigger picture, the later on. My dad say this thing, and my dad don't cuss a lot, but he call them midget-minded niggas. They can't think past today because we're so emotional. You know what I'm saying? So we got to just know how to, because it's really about the children. Because when they're going and your children are still here, they got all that stuff they're going to Google, read about, hear about, and where the money at. They still got to live. So they need to work that out behind closed doors.
Flo, what's your thoughts, man? I mean, is NeYo just, in the words of Michelle C., is NeYo just being zesty?
He just being zesty. He's salty, but he shouldn't have been out there sowing his little royal oats everywhere. That's hard to kind of keep under wraps. You know, maybe she should do it behind scenes, but listen, she
All
felt
I
like
gotta do is beat his ass one time. That's it.
she felt like people needed to know.
Yeah, Rodney, that's what I said. Behind closed doors.
She felt like people needed to know.
She felt like people needed to know. I mean, forget the money. You know, I'm hurt, and because I'm hurt, you got to deal with me, NeYo, right?
That part.
Wow.
I also believe that I also believe that they know who they marry. We know who we marry. We know who we're dealing with, and we choose if we want to deal with it. We think we can control, or they may change, and some of it does, but more than likely, you're not changing that person. That's a choice they make. So, and I like NeYo.
Jimmy Kimmel gets backlash for crashing Quinta Brunson's Emmy speech. Did y'all see this? Well, first of all, shouts out to the young lady that had the best Emmy speech. Let me see if I can pull this up.
Zendaya.
No, I can't find the Emmy speeches. So I've been seeing one over and over and over. And Kimmy faces backlash while he crashed that with Lizzo Emmy speech. Abbott Elementary. There were 2 Emmys for Abbott Elementary, their Emmy speech. See if we can track them down, Candy, if you at your leisure. What's up, Vanessa? How are you? Michelle C. Cheryl Lee Ralph sang on her. You know when you sang on your Emmy speech, you killing the game.
Yeah, she's so beautiful. I've always loved her.
Cheryl Lee Ralph. And how about this? I think she's been through her career. She may have a Tony for Dreamgirls, but to get an Emmy now at this juncture in her career has to be a big deal.
Yeah, she's a beast.
She deserves it.
And how about this? Is the crazy part. This show. Have y'all watched Abbott Elementary?
I caught a piece of it.
It's such a good little show. And I met the head lady when I was in LA last, and she's a sweetheart. Just a nice little bitty lady, you know. She's tiny. And ladies, she could easily be one of y'all. She could easily be so amazing. Matter of fact, she ain't funny as either one of y'all. But she took and sat down and put pen to paper, and that's the big difference.
And create, that's right.
That's what got her there.
All right. Let's see what else is going on, NeYo. BET Hip Hop Awards nominations are in. Drake leads the nominations. Let's have a look. Drake leads BET Hip Hop Awards 2022 nominations with 14. 35-year-old rapper will go against Ye, who has 10. Categories included the coveted Hip Hop Artist of the Year, Drake and Kanye will face stiff competition in the categories of Cardi B, Doja Cat, Future, Kendrick Lamar. I'm looking for Kendrick Lamar to do his thing. Megan Thee Stallion, Kanye's collaboration with Cardi, Lil Durk. That's supposed to be real hot. Do y'all even pay attention to the BET Hip Hop Awards?
I used to watch them. I haven't in a while. What I watched was the traffic being here in Atlanta to see when it's happening. Because you never know it's going to get crowded.
Right.
And after who was fighting, beefing, all that stuff.
Speaking of beefing, this weekend, the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons get in a fight.
I didn't know they had a fight.
I knew they were. I knew the Saints were here.
Flo.
I knew the game. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying I knew they played recently, but I didn't know they had a fight. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They played this past weekend, and when I tell you, some brothers got into it, a dude and the chick got into it, the girl got pushed off, and they end up they first of all, the dude was doing good, and then they got his ass on the ground and went to unleashing the stomps of 44,000 years.
Oh my God.
Oh wow.
So unacceptable, man.
They serious about them games.
Yeah, they do. They get
real serious.
They take it, serious, get real riled up. So, but that doesn't help the game because I think most times they get suspended. Yeah.
Most time they get
suspended. Like the players, you talking about the players were fighting?
No, this is audience people.
Okay, you said the players and then you said a woman. I was about to say
it was
the fans. The fans.
Okay.
I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised. But yeah.
Shirley Ralph did snag her first Emmy and more winners from the Emmys. Let's look at who else won. Shirley Ralph did her thug. She looked beautiful, might I add.
She is always gorgeous.
She looked beautiful. She had stars in her hair. She had the little braid. You know, she was doing her thug.
She had her baby hair balanced.
She did.
Because it's a balance.
Her baby hair was definitely looking funky fresh.
Right. She's just always gorgeous. Always gorgeous.
Nominees include Reese Witherspoon, also RuPaul's Drag Race. Nominees include Kate McKinnon, Janelle James, Lizzo. Lizzo had, and I don't know if y'all been tripping off this, but it's more stuff being nominated because there's more on television.
Yes.
More.
So you get a little show on Amazon Prime, your ass could be up for an Emmy.
You better teach Rodney Perry.
I mean, I don't know shit. I'm just reading.
You better inspire.
He know a lot.
Yes, he does.
He know a lot.
He know a lot.
Y'all stupid there. Okay. She's Brown Like Me. Young Girls Moved by Halle Bailey in The Little Mermaid. Have you seen this Disney trailer for The Little Mermaid?
Yes, Earthquake posted it, and those little girls, oh my God, they are so like, she's brown like me. Mommy, she looks like me. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I look at it totally different. Flow so amazing. I'm like, now my baby's gonna be jumping in the pool, and I gotta say,
they gonna think they can swim now. That's true. We gotta start teaching these babies how to swim. These little colored babies do not know how to swim.
Your babies know how to swim, Flo?
My babies know how to swim. I took them for swim lessons. I don't know how to swim. That's what's crazy, but I didn't want them to drown. So they know how to swim.
One of the last things my grandfather said to me is teach your kids how to swim. I didn't even have no kids.
Okay.
Those clips are adorable. Queen Aisha, you look like a swimmer.
I can swim. And it's so funny because yesterday I was thinking I should go to LA Fitness and go swimming before they close at like 10 or 11. It's not far from my house. I enjoy swimming. I like to swim. My mom's not a swimmer. She made sure that we could swim.
Swim. Yeah.
I think that out of the girls, I know I'm the best swimmer. And I ain't a great swimmer, but I can survive.
But listen, I'm not going to drown. My bad for cutting you off. I know how to get to safety. Yeah.
You know how to tread.
Right.
No, I know how to swim to get to safety, but I don't just leisurely swim because I get tired and then I float to the bottom, then I panic. So I'm not I guess I'm unhealthy. I'm
a shallow water swimmer, Flo. I can do deep water, but that ain't my choice.
Okay.
I need to feel the bottom.
That part.
Flo's amazing. You can swim. But you don't swim because you might get tired.
That part. And I'm out here in the ocean and I'm sleepy. That's too far. So I'm like, Queen Aisha, I need to touch the bottom or be close to the edge. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now I've jumped off the ships before and all that stuff.
Oh, really?
You jumped off what?
Yeah.
You jumped off a boat like in the Bahamas. You know how in the Bahamas they'll take you to the little private islands and the boat is there.
That ain't nothing but banana boat. Yeah, that was in
my 20s. I went to the third and I jumped and I jumped wrong. So I really could have injured myself because I did the belly flop instead of just letting myself go down. But I wasn't far from the shore. But I did it. I can say I did it.
You did it. Check this story. Speaking of women like y'all, a Brooklyn woman accused of drowning her 3 kids was facing fiction. Custody battle, family speaks out of her mental issues. She done drowned everybody.
I saw that yesterday. Yeah, they said they found her someplace wet.
Let me tell you something. You can drown one of us, but you can't drown no 3 black kids.
They were small babies, right? They were small. Yeah, they were.
Were they?
3, 2. I think the oldest may have been 6.
Yeah, they were little. They
could have thought they was playing in the water with her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's horrible.
Yeah.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Goodness gracious.
I just wish she would have took herself out. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how you take.
Yes. That's why I'm with it.
Don't take my babies out.
Take you out.
Yeah, take yourself out the picture.
And that's what all of it. Take you out.
Wow. Hey, y'all, my name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. My co-host for today, Flo's so amazing, Miss Queen Aisha. And we'll keep this mug going. Let's take a break. We come back, more show.
After the accident,
I was stuck paying all these medical bills.
The Witherspoon Law Group understands that you didn't deserve what happened to you, but you do deserve justice.
They weren't just there for me, they fought for me. I care about what my clients are going through. We are in the fight of their lives.
We don't just fight for you, we fight with you and make sure you get the compensation you deserve.
And that's why we do what we do. And what we do is win.
Call 844-WE-WIN-44.
Want your book or music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let BePublished.org publish and promote your work for less. BePublished.org handles it all, from cover design to worldwide distribution, with high quality and fast turnaround. You even keep rights and royalties.
Everything was perfect. You made my dream come true. My book and CD look so good.
Call 972-880-8316 now. BePublished.org. 972-880-8316.
We are back in full effect. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning to Rodney Perry Live. Crazy week this week. I am, guess what I'm doing, guys?
What?
I'm doing an episode of Wildin' Out.
Oh, wow. They need an OG like you in the building. I can't wait.
I'm excited and afraid like a motherfucker at the same time.
In real life, Rodney, you're going to handle that.
I believe so, to be honest. I mean, I live on improv. You know, I do that stuff all the time. I teach improv. I get it. So
he does a whole show improv, like killing it just leisurely. Improv. Yeah.
I think it's so funny because you have like the different types. You have the newer comics, and then you have the older comics. And I think the older OGs come up in that we call it hiking, snapping, improv, in the moment, creating, flowing, trusting, ciphering, whatever. So it's a thing. Remember the show they had? It was a Def Jam or something that Michael Blackson did and Monique, and they were snapping.
That was called Snaps.
Years ago. Okay. Yes. So.
I mean, but that's the thing, man. You know, when it comes to snapping on people, I don't know how to not say horrible shit. If I know something about your ass, it's coming out.
I do that in real life.
Okay.
People looking at me sideways. I'm like, am I ahead of my time? Because here's the thing. They get mad at us because we're comedians. Don't come for me. Don't limit me because you limited. I'm going to dig into that ass and you better be ready. Don't be getting sensitive and your feelings hurt now. You started it. I'm going to finish it. But you a comedian, you professional, you hurt they feel.
No.
You know my mind be going like this. I be creating at all times. I got to be like, come down. Don't say it. Don't say it.
You're right.
Flo, have you ever went too far?
Yeah, where I had some people stop talking to me. Not some people, but yeah, I go when you talking about snapping like Jonesing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you're supposed to cut deep. I don't know how to cut lightly. I'm trying to win. I'm trying to win.
I'm a samurai sword.
Exactly. And let you know, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. That's coming up. And then this weekend, I'll be at the Atlanta Comedy Theater all weekend.
I'm coming.
16th and 17th, 4 shows. Excited about that. They asked me, you want to record another album? I was like, I don't want to record an album on this one. I just want to leisurely do this set and get the hell up out of there.
He's so serious, too.
I'm coming to be on my side, Rodney.
He's so serious.
Huh?
You're going to be on my side. I'm going to come see you. That's like 25 minutes from me, 20 minutes.
Boom. What'd you say, Flo?
Oh, I didn't know you were here, Queen Aisha. I didn't know you were here.
Yeah, I'm in Lawrenceville.
Oh, cool.
Y'all need to connect the dots. Y'all be dope together, man. And you know we need that we don't have a girl podcast.
That part.
You know what? And thank you. Yes. And I'm open to that. So Rodney has schooled me on. I'm doing my first podcast Saturday, Rodney.
Oh, congratulations.
And I've been in my head about it, but thinking too much. And Rodney gave me some tools and I hit a friend up the other. We ain't gonna get all into it. But yes, I'm open to that. I'm always about female power. You know, I have my Queen Aisha Presents Funny and Stilettos all female tour. One comedian said, when you doing stilettos and loafers.
Stilettos and loafers.
Because guys want to be on it. We can't never have our own thing, Flo. Men always want to be a part of it. Let us do us.
Perfect. Everyone come out this weekend. I'll be
Who's bringing the cake? I like cake. I'm here for the cake.
You know what?
Cake
we may have a cake. I don't give a damn about no cake.
I like cake. In the corner.
I'll be at Chuckles, but I'll definitely be sending you something, Rodney.
Hey, I appreciate it. All right, with that, let's bring in our first guest for the day. You know what? How about this, Candy? Let's take a break. We come back. Triple OG will be in the building.
Oh, cool.
After the accident,
I was stuck paying all these medical bills.
The Witherspoon Law Group understands that you didn't deserve what happened to you, but you do deserve justice.
They weren't just there for me, they fought for me. I care about what my clients are going through. We are in the fight of their lives.
We don't just fight for you, we fight with you and make sure you get the compensation you deserve.
And that's why we do what we do. And what we do is win.
Call 844-WE-WIN-44.
Triple OG is in the building today, ladies and gentlemen. Fastest growing clothing line in Atlanta, in the world. I've had the pleasure of having this brother stop by the crib, and I'm just a friend and a fan, man. Welcome to the show, Triple OG.
My guy, what's good with the guy?
Yo, man. First of all, man, dude, I'm watching a TikTok. Who was it? One of the like classic rappers, my man,
Eric Sermon.
Eric Sermon had the whole fit on.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I was like, yo. Yeah. Hey man, dude, you keep it fresh. How do you keep creating such dope designs, bro?
Man, you know, like every day, man, you just wake up recreating yourself, man, reinventing yourself. So one of the models that I live by is that I want to create not what people want, but what they gotta have, right? Okay. That's the only way you make money. Like people will not pay bills to get what they gotta have.
True that.
If you want it, you'll kind of get to it. Wait till it come on sale. But if you gotta have it, you gotta have it now.
You gotta have it right now.
Just keeping that mind frame when you create stuff, that helps you take it to another level.
Hey man, we look at a guy like Kanye. The lion's share of his billion came in fashion. Is that one of the reasons why you want to get in the fashion lane?
Well, it wasn't even that, because to be honest with you, I was just messing around. It was a calling on me, like, you know what I'm saying? I always was doing music. So when I created these shirts, you know, I had music in mind, but you know, music and fashion go together. So through doing music, you learn how to, number one, you got to keep your presentation right, stay fresh. And then number two, you got to always recreate and reinvent yourself. You know what I mean? In order to last. You know what I'm saying? So what worked before don't work no more. So just keeping that in mind.
Wow. Who is your audience? Males, females, young people, old people? Who is your audience, bro?
Man, to be honest with you, so we did the analytics, and it looks like our crowd is like 21 to 55, right? But that's just,
which is a huge market share.
It's huge, but you know what I mean? But it's not like, we still got people younger than that wear the brand and people older than that wear the brand. But we talking about the core target market, and it's pretty wide, but it's a brand that, you know, represents us. It represents a lot of us, depending on what stage your life is. We got 14 marks. Wow. So depending on what stage your life is in, it may speak to you. We got legacy, do more, say less, earn not given, deuces to excuses, God's gift. It's so many different ways that you could go up under this umbrella.
Man, I love the brand, man. I love everything y'all do. Earn not given is one that speaks to me on so many levels. When you're coming up with these phrases, are you trying to move the culture?
Absolutely. So what people must know, that is the core of what we do, right? We want to number one, move the culture. Nope. Number one, we want to promote God, love, that energy. Number two, we want to invoke it on the culture, right? And what me and my partner, Stay Slates, do, all of these ideas came from conversations.
Okay.
You know, just conversation. It's like, I remember Jadakiss said the line, he said, you know, always find a hole in it. And so we talk about what's missing. And when we, in the course of talking about what's missing, we hit that hole, and we come with these, we've been blessed to come with these monikers, man, that people like, they stand on and want to stand on. So that's our process. Right. It's getting on the phone, going back and forth. See, we used to rap together.
Got it.
So I got bars, he got bars. So we just trade them back and forth. The bars and the ideas are so creative. And that's, you know, that's how we come up when we come up. So hip hop is at the core of this. Believe it.
Dude, I love that, man. You're a fashionable dude. Like,
appreciate it.
You ain't just gonna get the hoodie and the pants. You gonna show them how to put it together. You like, nigga, get them ones, with that. You done showed it to me before. You done laid it out. I'm like, this nigga laid it out on the bed for the fella. I love that, man. Hey, talk to me about your fashion sense, bro.
Right. Man, look, I always been a big dude, man. So big dudes got to stay fly. You know what I'm saying? You know that, like from day one. So, I always keep that in mind. Plus, I'm inspired by art. I'm inspired by certain people. I mean, like, I'm just attracted to looking at how people dress. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll tell my wife what shoes to wear with that outfit, what glasses to put on. I mean, like, I'm like that. If we going out, we hanging out, and maybe we out of town, before we leave that room, we're gonna do a check. We're gonna do a fresh check, make sure we all right. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, that appreciation, fashion, music, culture, it all goes together. But I feel like what you wear should express a part of who you are. You know what I'm saying? How they say it chest. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the stuff, like, it is start conversations. Like, if you wear an Earn Not Given shirt, how many times you got to stop wearing that Earn Not Given to somebody?
100 times.
Start a conversation. Right.
100 times, man. Yeah.
Right. And it's about the unity, right? So, like for instance, this, right? We got all these flags. We got Triple OG. These are beautiful flags by themselves. But then when we put it all together, that's what we're talking about. Bringing everybody together. You know what I'm saying? Unity.
Hey, man, did you ever get any flack for the Triple OG brand? I mean, because when it first came out, it looked like Audi a little bit. Did the Audi people come after you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had to go back and forth with them for about a year. You know
really?
What I mean? Yeah.
Dude, I was joking. I didn't know that.
No, facts. I mean, I ain't really allowed to discuss it in detail because that's part of the situation, but it made us better. And here's what it is. When the original mark came out, keep in mind, I'm not even thinking clothing. I'm just trying to promote some music. So I looked at, how the rock bands do it. They'll take a beer bottle and, make T-shirts, with
yes.
Heineken
or whatever, yeah.
Right. I was taking that approach. And then once it hit, it really hit. So when I got to switch it, I'm like.
So you trying to make it familiar, but at the same time, it go crazy, and now you got to pull it back.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, it's like, if you got something that's working, how do you rework it seamlessly and make it go even further? Because that's what it's about. We can't go backwards. We got to go forward. So how can we go forward? It took us about a year, but it made us better, because in this whole process to where everything was cool and Ali was like, hey, you good. And they actually became advocates of ours.
Oh, wow.
The lawyer did. You know what I'm saying? She even sent us some stuff like, hey, these guys' stuff look like yours. I'm just looking out. I'm like, dang, now she looking out. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I think it's the energy and the purpose put on what we're doing. And we were able to just take it to the next level, which is, it just made us better designers, creators, and influencers.
Dude, man, you do what you do so well. Do you miss the microphone?
Nah, not at all, man. I'm inspired more than anything else now. Man, I don't even know how to rap no more, to be honest with you. Like, it don't come to me like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it come to me like this.
Wow.
Your creative process, my creative process has changed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
got it.
When you used to hear them rhymes, where you think them rhymes come from? Them rhymes come from above. You know what I'm saying? Now I got a different wavelength. I don't even know how to do that other thing no more. I know how to appreciate it though. I can tell you what to do, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a coach now.
Hey, I'm not mad at that, man. I love the incarnations of the Triple OG brand. Like you say, how you guys continue to create. What can we look for coming out new?
Man, we always doing something new. Right now we got this disciple line we coming out with. And disciple was like, you know, so we got the earn not given. So it's got like the triple OG right here. And then it's got just the chevrons right here, right?
Right.
The chevrons represent like, you know, earning your stripes, soldier. But you know, like, you know,
yeah, I'm ex-military, so that speaks to my heart right there.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like Jesus' soldiers was his disciples, you know what I'm saying? So it was so hard. We was like, yo, this is the disciple, you know what I'm saying?
Now, do you get like the connection with the gangbangers though?
No. See, Triple OG stands for the omnipotent opportunities of God. And we make that clear.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? The omnipotent opportunities of God. And when you put that out there, right? Say we put it in the advertiser, marketing, put it on the website, it still can get missed. But the energy behind it
can't get missed.
That. Right. You can't miss the energy behind it.
Now what do I have to do? I'm an idea man, Triple OG. Like I like, you know what I like to see?
What's that?
Some angels.
You saying angels on the clothes?
Some angels, yes.
So what I do is we get inspired. Like, let me say, like you planting the seed right now, right? What we do is like do more, say less, right? I had that 2 years before we put it out to y'all.
Really?
2 years we sat on that. Deuces 2 excuses. 2 years before we released that. Everything has its time, you know what I mean? Like when we first came out with the brand and it stood for the omnipotent opportunities of God, right? My mom, she was asking me like, why don't you come out and say this? Come out and do this. And I'm like, Mom, I'm gonna do all of that. It's just about the timing and respecting the timing. It's like you can't rush nothing. Everything happens when it's supposed to happen. Wow. That's how we've been successful this far. It's just listening to your intuition and then, you know, praying on it and asking for direction. And that's how we've been able to do what we do.
Wow, man. So beautiful, man.
Thank you.
It's crazy. I've been wearing the Triple OG brand. I thought it was something about being an OG, and the omnipotent opportunities of God is awesome.
Thank you. But
I was confining y'all to a small space, and you're in a much bigger space.
Yeah, but actually, that is part of it, right? So where OG come from? That's wisdom.
Yes, sir.
That's wisdom. So when you start looking at wisdom, see, one thing that I really want people to understand is I remember a point in time where we used to look up to our uncles, big brothers. When did they not become cool? Right?
They always cool.
Right. But now, when you get to a certain stage in life, you told you're not cool no more. It's the young people that's cool. We got to watch what they doing. We got to market to them. And I'm like, I'm still cool. I'm cool. Matter of fact, I'm cooler than I ever been.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's one thing Eric Sherman said to me. He said, Lotto, he said, man, at this age, either I got to dress like my dad or I got to dress like my son. And he was like, you're making it possible for me to dress like me and feel how I want to feel. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's still cool. And it's something the younger folks can relate to. And the older folks can relate with the message, let alone the color schemes. Like the color schemes going to be
color
crazy.
Schemes is crazy.
All times. Fabrics, colors, and textures.
You know what? And that's one thing I like about your work is it's always you can always feel it. You can always touch it. That in itself says value and rich to me.
Facts. Well, you know what it is? First of all, we started off, we was like low boys. We love polo. You know what I'm saying? Polo was like our thing. That's how you made a statement as a hustler, as just somebody that's cool, a player, is polo, right? But then it was like, all right, cool. We still want to keep that same energy when we do what we do, because I always think like, yo, what if Jay-Z got this? What if Puff got this?
He got to be able to touch it and be like, this night. Yeah.
Would they respect me on that level? I keep that in mind with all of the stuff that we put out. You know, so the goal is to just keep raising the stakes. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. So for you, man, what's the game? Getting your stuff in the hands of the Eric Sermons, the Drakes, the Kanye West. I mean, are you trying to sell? Are you trying to keep it for a legacy for your family? What's your goal, man?
Definitely want to keep it as a legacy for my family. It's all about ownership. Just think about it culturally, man. Like, we don't own nothing.
Yeah.
So let me dive just a little bit into that. Like, I remember coming along. So we'll celebrate 8 years in October, right? So I remember starting out, and you've always been great about anything that you've had with Triple OG, but we've had like certain entertainers, influencers. They'll come, they'll ask for the clothing. We'll bless them with the clothes. They'll wear it, but they wasn't posting it, right? Meanwhile, you'll post the newest pair of Balenciaga, Gucci, whatever you got, you post it, you show that off, you do your spreads and magazines with it, but you approached us to get some of our stuff to represent it on that level. So obviously you like it. Why won't you post me the same, right? But they got me to thinking, like, it's the value we've put on stuff like Gucci. You know how much value we put on it for them to tell us and show us how they feel about us, and we still subscribe to it.
Wow, ain't that something?
But that's where we at, right? And the key is to break the change. And you break the chain, the more that we come in owning our own stuff and supporting our own. I don't want people to respect me as a Black business owner. I am a Black business owner, but I'm a business owner first. And my goal is quality. That's job one. And if I'm delivering you a quality product and I stand on it, then you should support that. And I'm not begging for anybody's support. I ain't begging nobody for nothing. All I've ever done is, I just get better. I don't get bitter, I get better. And then, just keep it in your face till it becomes the standard. And it will. It will be the standard.
Wow. 8 years, man. And the brand is growing and growing and growing. I got my co-host on, Queen Aisha. Flo's so amazing.
That's my girl, Flo.
What's
happening? Good morning.
What's happening?
Good to see you.
Hey,
I had to look up analytics. He said analytics. I said it's too early for analytics.
I know, right?
Hey, ladies, y'all got a question? Y'all got a question for Mr. Lotto, man? I mean, he's been coming to people's homes for the past 8 years.
Facts.
I'm just proud of you. We from the same city. We from the 513. So I'm proud of him.
What's the 513?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay,
from Cincinnati, Ohio. So he makes me proud. He makes me want to be another great out of our city because, don't too much come from our city, but we have a lot of dope people from Cincinnati, Ohio. So he's one of them, and I'm so proud. I remember when I bought a shirt from him out of the trunk of his car. So to see where he is today, let me know the benefits of persevering and being consistent.
Thank you.
Wow, very, very well said, Flo, man. I think that, a lot of times us in the Black community, we want to hustle and grind so hard to get something free that we don't think there's somebody on the other hand of that paid for that shirt.
That's right.
Right. And
with no discount. I didn't ask for no discount. I didn't want no discount. I paid regular price. Yeah, no discount. When you support and you pay regular price.
That's right. For everything.
For everything.
Congratulations. I've been taking notes. I actually just tagged my nephew because he's an inspiring designer and rap artist. So I was like, check him out. And you drop jewels on what is put in our face. We start to believe that it's most important. So we have to support one another. I just actually watched the Gucci family story on Hulu. Prime. That's powerful too.
I have to check that out.
Yeah. So congratulations. I was taking notes. Find a hole and fill it. What you wear should express how you feel. So the days that I don't have no bra on, that's how I feel. Free.
Right.
Free. Nothing else. Not low self-esteem. Just free.
Free.
And Mr. Lotto, give me this, man. Are you at the point where you're looking for designers, new people to kind of for the brand, or y'all still real small? Are y'all growing to that level yet?
Oh yeah, we definitely growing to that level, and you gotta think the brand is really built. I mean, I got like 14 different marks. I say 14. I'm probably a couple shy. At this point, we designing for other brands, but the thing is scaling the business. Like the marks are already there. You know what I mean? It's all about being a step ahead of the game as far as what we're going to release. Yes, I would like to bring in some new designers at some point, but I feel like our brand has been built. We're looking to license, man.
Yeah.
At this point, I mean, because all we got to do is license at this point. I mean, the work has been done, and I mean, we've been working hard these last 8 years. I done knocked on every door, lifted up every carpet. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever had to be done. Like you said, Rodney, I pulled up to your house. I drove from my house to your house, right? Just to make sure you had it to put on. You got a show in Houston. No, you had a show in Tyler, Texas. My guys drove up there to Tyler, Texas to come to the show. Like, and the thing is, I remember my mom said, she said, I cannot do what you do. I said, right. He didn't pick you to do what I do.
That's right.
He knew I would.
Ain't that so?
So it's like the thing with Eric Sermon, man. They was out there recording with Dr. Dre. He's like, yo, I'm in the studio with Dr. Dre for 2 weeks. He called me on FaceTime. Yo, Lotto, I'm out here. I never met Eric Sermon before. He called me on FaceTime. Hey, look, I'm out here recording with Dre. I need these clothes. I sent that guy 2 boxes. Never hear from the guy, again. And all of a sudden, he's popping up all over the internet, doing exactly what he said he was going to do. He said, man, I'm going to wear this everywhere. Same with Teddy Riley. Same with CeeLo Green. Same with DJ Hurricane, Bill Bellamy. I mean, but these are guys, right? These are guys that said, look, this is what I'm going to do. I ain't got to talk to you every day, but this is what I'm going to do. And it's almost like guys like, yo, I'm going to give you an army. Just trust them to do what I put on them to do. So when I saw CeeLo Green singing the national anthem, I lost my mind.
Wow.
He sang the national anthem, game 2 of the NBA Finals on ABC in front of like 20 million viewers. Man, you can't understand what's going on, the emotion.
Put a value on that.
Facts.
Crazy.
Facts. So just these things alone, man, I'm appreciative for it, but know that I worked hard to get it.
You're deserving.
Hey, how do we find the products, man? How do we be a part of it?
So it's OOGbrand.com. And then you could go follow us anywhere online at OOG Brand. I wish I could put this thing here, but man, I'm not the most technical set. Oh, look.
Go ahead, Candy. Put the brand up.
Oh, wow. Hold on.
Is that it, Mr. Lotto?
Oh, man, look at the guy. All right, so look. I got that, and then I'm going to put the website. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Look at God. Yeah.
He done figured it out. We be old heads be happy when we figure out technology.
Excited.
We get so excited.
Look at his face. He's excited.
Look at you. You out here growing up for real.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Triple OG Brand. It's www.tripleogbrand.com. He's at OOG Brand on all social media. Man, mad love, mad respect. Thank you for coming on, bro.
Man, thank you for having me, man. Thank you for being a long-time supporter. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and how about this? Let's do our version of Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Like smaller products. And we have fun with it, advertise the brand another way.
I love to. I love to. Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, thanks for having me on the show.
Hey, man, love, man, respect. Hey, my name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry. That is Triple OG Brand. Rocking up in the Cairo, Frisco domain. We'll talk to y'all in a minute. We'll be right back.
Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
What up? It is your boy Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. It is going down. Okay? Going down. The way we do it. Shouts out to Triple OG Brand. Shouts out to Flow So Amazing. Shouts out to Queen Aisha. What? Come on the screen, ladies. Rock with your boy. Yo, you know what? It never ceased to amaze me, Flo. You are 1 degree of separation from everybody.
1 degree.
1 degree.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's always like, you know, like I'm just a fan of, and I tripped off of this weekend because I got friends up and coming comics. But for you to be able to step away for a minute, do whatever you do, and come back and never lose a step, that is gold. That's gold, because people can lose a lot when they step away. Mm-hmm. And for you to constantly be creating, constantly making your own way, talk to me about how you're able to keep yourself relevant, man.
Well, how do I keep myself relevant? Well, when I stepped away, I was still coming out. So, you know, I was still coming out and getting encouraging feedback from guys like you, Hank Benson, Kiana Dancy. So just staying around good people pretty much gave me the encouragement to get back in the game, and then staying relevant is just being consistent from there on, because those who support you in the background, they want to see you win. That's why they take the time to tell you, like, you know, Flo, this is your calling. You have to get back out of here. Queen Aisha, I lost my sister a couple of years ago. And so I still get tickled. Like, when I'm gonna get over it, Rodney? It's still tough.
You know what, Quinn, you know what, Flo, man, and we go through the mourning process, and like you, nigga, you catch me on the wrong day, and I mentioned my mama. I'm gone. I'm gone.
You gone? Okay. So,
I was talking to Rodney, this nigga start crying.
But no, I could be at Publix, I can start out happy, and then I just break down. But no, so I took a little break, Queen. So when I came back, to stay relevant is just the people who encouraged me to come back, you know, showing them I can be consistent. And then that's how you stay relevant, because you keep applying yourself. You keep showing up no matter what. And so now I just refuse to go back, because I know what back is. Back is dark, back is sad, back is lifeless. And I have a ministry in me. And so that's what keeps me going. I have a ministry in me. And it's a ministry to make people happy.
Give me that. I have a ministry in me. Tell me, what does that mean?
A ministry of joy. That's why I think some of us are attacked with sadness and depression, because we have joy to give. So I feel like, you know, that's why certain things come to try to, you know, challenge us or to make us go backwards. But really, we need to push forward, because it's something. And even in our sadness, you can find humor in it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm finding the ministry within the pain. Pretty much how Kevin Hart said he have those laugh at his pain. Yeah, it's some funny in it. It's not funny at first, but it's some funny in it. There's some humor in it all.
What's that, Queen Aisha? Tell me about your ministry, man, because Queen, I know for a fact, you know, we've crossed paths over the years, and you done dropped jewels of wisdom on me.
Yes, I think it's so funny because I was saying to someone yesterday, you know, you have a lot of people that want to do comedy, but it's when it's in your DNA, it comes across different. When you're not even trying to be funny, like you can be crying about something lost or something, and the people are like, that is hilarious. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I remember going to therapy, like when I left my my former marriage, and I was like, okay, I need to get counseling, and I went into therapy, and she was like, and I told her, you can laugh at this stuff because it was coming up and it was stuff, and I was listening back. I said, you crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? Just like for real in the moment, like you crazy. So I think that these are challenges. We have to have these breakthroughs to help us get to the other side, to be able to encourage someone else, whether it's on stage or one-on-one. So I get it. In 2020, I lost my grandmother. She was 102. And you don't get over that. Man. I'm like, I knew her almost 50 years of my life, and you still don't get over that. You know what I'm saying? But you hold on to the greatness. And my grandmother, like when I would come, because she would have her Queen Aisha shirt on, she would be sitting waiting. So those are the things that keep me inspired and keep me pushing. And people don't understand with comedians that we do go through things, you know, but we will still go on that stage and we'll share and bring joy, and then may leave the stage and still be going through something after, you know. And it's about us staying in the moment, but it's our DNA, it's our passion, it's our drive.
Talk to me about this, ladies, because I don't know if y'all deal with this, and I've only acknowledged it recently myself, but anxiety is real.
Oh my God.
Rodney, speak on it.
My daughter has been suffering from anxiety. I have had the luxury throughout my life of going, I'm a Black man in America. I don't get to be anxious, right? But losing my friend David Arnold, being a stroke survivor, dealing with different real life shit, you know, me and my wife going through it on whatever level. I'm dealing with anxiety. I'm like, whoa, I don't like the way this shit feel. How y'all able to navigate that?
You can go first, Flo, because Lord, I think mine is a lot. Go ahead.
It's a lot too. It took a lot, like to get to where I am now. Like I took the
break. What does it feel like? What does it feel like? Because I don't think people understand. They might be in it and don't know they're in it.
Yes.
Okay. It feels like you're super anxious, and then you have like thoughts of just the worst case scenario happening before it happened. The physical is like, you know, your heart racing. I almost feel like you having a heart attack, you know, losing your breath, like trying to catch your breath, just all of a sudden, you know, just like, you know, panting, you know, gasping for air. You can breathe, but you're just having a panic attack, you know, just trying to get your breath. And so a lot of times I just would cry and just ask God to help me. You know what I'm saying? Deep breathing, meditation. I learned meditation. I feel is important. You have to quiet your mind. Like it starts with your mind. I realized that the mind is a powerful muscle that you have to work on daily. And so when I'm having good days, I'm still working on my mental health. I don't let my mental health get away from me, because with anxiety, you have to stay on top of it. And it was something I was diagnosed with at 21. It just became increasingly worse as I got older with more responsibilities. But yeah, exercise help. You know, I know people, that's the least thing they want to do, but taking a walk, you know, you got to get outside in nature, put your feet in the grass, go swing at the park. Yeah, go swing at the park, go sit by a pond, go get in front of the lake. Like this is stuff I really do off camera to keep myself, you know, calm and to know that all is well. Get you some word in. If you can't read the word, because I know it can be as debilitating as where you can't do anything. So I would turn on YouTube and find self-help videos for anxiety and depression. Yeah, you got to do your research. When you want to get back up, you got to put in the work.
Yeah.
You got to put in the work. Thank you for sharing, Flo. That is so awesome.
Yeah.
Queen,
and it's so funny because I was just telling somebody this recently, because I don't like to subscribe to the hype. You know, and people are going through anxiety, and I had to check myself. I was like, okay, you're going through something. And then here's the thing, because in 2019, I was diagnosed with Graves' disease, but I had it in 2017, but didn't get
what is that? Can you educate us?
It's hypothyroidism. It's hypothyroidism. So here's the thing. So when I had lost all this weight, everybody's like, oh, you look good. I was like, I'm dying. You know what I'm saying? And I had no idea. You understand what I'm saying? I was like, so hypothyroidism, everything goes fast. So I had that going on. Then I was like already in my own pandemic before the pandemic. I was going through a transition from a marriage. Then we have the pandemic. During the pandemic, my grandmother passed. So it's all of these things, and we're in isolation. I live alone. But I'm thinking, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. But 2 years, you're like, what happened? You know, and I'm seeing, but you still got to be cautious. So you're looking at television, taking all of this in, and then I'm in perimenopause. What that means, I wake up every day. I don't know if I want to fight or cry. You understand what I'm saying? Because the hormones are constantly changing. So it's a lot. So you have to sit and talk. You have to sit and meditate. You have to stay and pray. You got to watch your mind. I have to watch what I eat.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Things because of anxiety, because now I no longer have Graves' disease, something that people said, you can never get rid of it. I don't have it. God is good. Because I didn't subscribe to it. When they told me about the medicine, I think I took it for 6 weeks. Then I took my ass to Sprouts. And one of our cousins, because you know we colorful, she said, girl, this white woman come up in here and she get this every 30 days. And she weaned herself off of it. And I started. So they kept saying, oh, your thyroid is looking better. It's looking better. Slow down on it. You can take half of the medicine. I was taking an herbal supplement. You understand? So this is what I chose to do. And I tell people, when they say, can you share your story? I tell them, I'm a renegade. I'm a different type of motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't no doctor. I don't say that to everybody, but to me, I knew that this was my communication from God on how he was moving me, what I needed to do. So the whole anxious thing, the anxiety, just really being still, I had to learn to go to bed at a certain time. And I told people, I'm going to bed at 10. I had to start putting my phone on Do Not Disturb. I had to put my grown ass in timeout.
That part.
Things, I can't watch certain things on television. I choose not to have cable. I have internet because at any moment you can just get away and start watching stuff and it's getting all up in here. So don't stop. Certain conversations I don't want to have, certain people, all of this, because what happens is it's depositing into your psyche. So you have to, even certain things with my mother, she called like Geraldine, not today.
Right. I thought I was the only one. You got to nicely call them back. You got to, limit certain
even
people.
Myself, I had to tell myself, Aisha, I'm over you. Stop.
So let me ask you this, ladies. Let me ask you this. How has comedy affected you, good or bad?
Comedy, I love what I do as a comedian, but when you're dealing with personal, you have to balance it. You have to balance it out as far as your prep. Like I'm a person, I create a lot in the moment. I was watching Dave Chappelle and he was talking about doing this audition. He said, damn well I ain't rehearsed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's my gift. I know that I have it. And I can just like go, but it's certain things, when we're doing television, you need to prepare. You need to have an outline of what you're doing and be ready. But for certain things, I'll be like, okay, I got this. I remember I was in therapy and I was like, I just feel like I really be preparing much. She said, what you preparing for? I'll never forget this. I said, for my set. She said, when it's your gift, you stand and know. You let God just work through you. So just my balancing out my comedy career with my personal life and then knowing how to bring it all together. Rodney, we had an informational interview in like 2007, 2008. And Rodney talked to me about how he prepares. He is like, this is a selfish business. So, but he still has to bring his family into it. And how you would go to the movies on certain days, like when you had a show and just different things. We have to, this is the business, this is the thing, but you have to separate your personal from your moniker, as people see Aisha from Queen Aisha.
I have to work to give my family time. I have to think about it. Like comedy is easy for me, but I have to make myself, like my wife and I talked about recently, we're approaching 26 years married.
Wow.
Our baby is 12. So over the next 8 years, it's just going to be up.
That's a good level.
We got to start to figure out how to be together again.
Right.
When you married, everybody grown, kids are your buffer.
And sometimes people separate actually after the kids. Not saying that, but because they have.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's the conversation we had was like, how do we prepare ourselves to be together again? So that's our conversation right now. And when you want to be mad, you kind of don't get to be mad. You got to figure it out.
You do.
When you got kids, you can just hang up the phone and I won't see your ass. You stay upstairs, I stay downstairs.
Right.
Nah, ain't no kids.
But that's a beautiful thing that y'all having a conversation and y'all considering one another. That's the biggest thing in relationships, considering, and that you said, I think about, you have to make time for your family. And that's important.
Yeah. Wow.
He's such a Virgo.
He's such a Virgo.
I talked to him about that.
And how about this? I don't know if I'm always right, but I be thinking I'm right at least. Flo's so amazing. Queen Aisha, you guys are the perfect guests for the day. I was in my own head, worried about creating, worried about being funny, but I think we got some really good information because we're all individually going through stuff. Whether it's Lotto creating his business, whether it's us creating our comedy world. Dusty, thank you for tuning in too as well. How do we stay in touch, Flo? How do I be a part of your life?
Well, I was gonna say too how comedy has affected me in a good way. Comedy has affected me in a good way because of the feedback you get from the audience. Like that's just like almost like it sews back into me because I feel like comedians are pastors for real. What we do can be pretty draining, because we putting ourselves out to bring others up. So once it's over, you're pretty drained. So when the audience come back and they say, and I haven't even mentioned any deaths or things I went through, or I lost my mom. I haven't laughed in a while. I appreciate you, making me laugh again. It's been a while since I laughed, or I'm going through a divorce. And, like people just, say something out the blue. I was at Atlanta Comedy Theater and the guy was like, I needed this. I'm going through a divorce. Just up and said it like it was an open and so, but those things, that's what blessed me too. That's what like keep me going. And I feel those are the good things that happen that constantly let me know this is something I should continue to do. So I love comedy for that. I love to see people happy, but the feedback is like been the blessing of being in this field. But you can find me on all social media at Flo So Amazing. So all social media. I got a show coming up too. I have a show. I'll be in Memphis. Opening up featuring for Steve Brown at Chuckles this weekend. So Thursday through Sunday.
Don't help Steve with that merchandise.
What you say?
Don't help Steve selling shirts and shit.
Oh, I have my own shirts.
I'm selling my own stuff.
Yeah. Steve let me sell my own shirts. Oh, and then also I'm a nominee for ATL Hottest Female Comedian. So you will go to atlhottest.com and vote for me. But it's a lineup of dope females. Randy Scott, some other people. I don't mind shouting them out.
Exactly.
But whoever wins that lineup of female comedians on ATL Hottest is a dope lineup. Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm those guys over there at ATL Hottest. Queen Aisha, you relocated to Georgia. We love having you in the area. Talk to me about what's going on with you.
Yeah, so I've been in Georgia almost December would be 5 years. I came around Thanksgiving, but I went back to Maryland. I'm a DC, Maryland, Jersey girl, however that goes. So I've been here. I have my own thing, Queen Aisha. I do my comedy shows, and I have Queen Aisha Presents Funny and Stilettos, which I created over 12 years ago just to give a space for female comedians. Because I think we're not considered as much as men in the game. No shade to men, but just overall, like with promoters, whether they're male or female club owners and all. So just to give a space to let them know that we're funny, we can put asses in seats, we can hold it down. Also, in Flo, what you were saying, I don't drink or smoke, so my high is the stage. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think, oh, she got to be getting drunk. That's the stage, like from stand-up comedy for me is plays because that's that instant feedback.
Right.
So yeah, so I have different shows coming up around the country. You can always find me on Queen Aisha on all social media platforms.
I love it, ladies. I cannot thank you enough for coming on today. We're gonna stop short today. I'm working on a movie. And then tomorrow I got Wildin' Out, and then the weekend I'm at the Atlanta Comedy Theater.
I'm proud of you too, Rodney.
Yes, Rodney. Where can we find you? Where can we find you?
Like my big brother. I don't care what nobody say. My brother did so much time in the prison penitentiary. So Rodney, I adopted him as my brother. I just try not to bother him, but you're such a blessing. You're such a blessing.
Anytime, day and night, please call Flo. I'm a fan and a friend.
I believe it.
RodneyPerry.com is the website. Rodney Perry Live on all social media. This is the show, Rodney Perry Live. We do this every single day. We cannot do it without you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man,